Hello everyone. Today we are going to discover a little bit more about nakshatras and the Lord of Nakshatras. In my previous video, I have already mentioned about the rashis and the nakshatra placement and how the nakshatras are being placed in each individual rashi. Today we will further dig into details about how the nakshatras are being assigned and how each nakshatra does have its own lord. The lord does mean that there is one planet which is assigned as uh, the ruler of that particular planet, ruler of that particular nakshatra. To just this is planet Earth, and we have the moon, and so these are the rashis associated with the planets, and these are the 12 rashis. Among these rashis, on top of it, there are nakshatras. Which are these nakshatras? Every nakshatra has 13 degree 20 minutes span, and on these nakshatras there are total 27 nakshatras or lunar mansions are being created. Out of that, every nakshatra will have its own lord. Now, to start with, I will start with Ashwini. The Ashwini are Bharni, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigasara, Adra, Punarvasu, and Pusha. These are the 9 first nakshatras, and there are 9 different lords, or the planets have been assigned as the lords. So start with Ashwini. Ashwini has Ketu, that's a karmic planet, and it is an imaginary planet. This is also called as a north node and south node of the moon. North node is Rahu and south node is Ketu. These are the karmic planets, and these are not physical planets. Other than that, there are 7 planets which are physical planets. The lord of Ashwini nakshatra is Ketu. The Bharni nakshatra will have Venus as the nakshatra lord. Kritika has Sun, nakshatra lord. Rohini has Moon. Mrigasara has Mars. Adra has Rahu. Punarvasu has Jupiter. Pusha has Saturn, and Ashlesha has Mercury. So basically, these are the 9 planets. 7 planets and 2 imaginary planets are being assigned as the nakshatra lords for Adra to Shlesha. Again, from the Magha to Jyeshtha, there are again placement of these 9 planets, and from Mula to again Revati, there are 9 planets. The significance of these planets and the significance of these nakshatras, I will explain it in my further videos, that how those are being used in Vedic astrology to decide your future and current and the future. What is the purpose of your life? The purpose of the life is identified based on the nakshatra and the nakshatra lord and the placement of the nakshatra lord. We will be able to find out more in detail about when we go through each nakshatra and the placement of the moon in that nakshatra. When we are saying the purpose of life is basically meaning there are different reasons one has taken birth on this planet, and the purposes are different for every individual. Some individuals are looking for devotion, some are looking for a materialistic life, or some are looking for sattvic life, or the life which is kind of a moksha, and they want to go out of this karmic cycle, and they want to attain the highest peace and highest level of moksha. So this is the philosophy or the teachings of Hindu religion, in Hindi religion, there are karmas and mokshas, and based on that, every individual takes a birth and he performs its deeds and then attains the higher level with the karma. If the karmas are good, then you will go to attain moksha. If karmas are bad, you may not. You have to again come back and redo your things. So this is the Hindu philosophy about the karmas and the mokshas. Now, based on these nakshatras, it will give you more information about what is your real life and what you should do, so that it will give you that moksha or attain higher self. Related to the identifying nakshatras, as I mentioned, that placement of the moon plays an important role. From Earth, if it is placed here, then it will have Scorpio Rashi and Anuradha Nakshatra, whereas if it is here, then it will have the Capricorn Rashi and Uttarashada Nakshatra. The nakshatras are also further divided into sub-components or some subparts. I will explain that in my future video about how those are being taken care and what are the significance of it. Every part of it, this nakshatras or the sub-parts, which also called as padas, has a significance from astronomy point of view, and when we will go over each nakshatras or padas, we will further look into the details of astronomy part of it, not only astrological but astronomy point of view, what exactly significance of is and why it is important to have these to be taken care in consideration when predicting the future. Thank you.